for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Oh.
It's screaming and kids got allergies horribly. He mowed today, so there may be multiple edits and or snuffing if I forget to edit. It's like that one cough that I left in. I meant to edit that out.
Yeah.
It happens.
Been
We're
day
not
of
professional.
allergies.
We're not professional.
No. But mowing, trying to blow the grass off of the yard.
Well, it's
then the wind decides, I'm going to blow it right back on you.
And it's like the weather has been so crazy that people have already had a first cutting of hay. And that was at the first of the month.
Yeah.
That's usually a midsummer type thing. And it's the grasses and stuff are growing just phenomenally well.
Whether we want it to or not.
Well, yeah. And it's like, so kid couldn't mow because it kept raining and the grass kept growing. I told him, I said, we're going to get a damn bush hog and just go over it.
We got a sigh.
And the weed eater's broken. The weed eater is broken.
I saw it hanging up in
fringe.
there. I'm gonna mess with it. See if I can do something with it.
Well, I think it had to do with carburetor or something like that. That was one of those things that I tell you something. Everybody is so overwhelmed. That and everybody has had a myriad of different ailments that it's been nuts.
Yeah. Is it supposed to rain tomorrow?
I don't know. You can't go by the weather forecast anymore. You truly, I mean, you look up in the sky and you have to see what's going on with that.
Lord willing, if it doesn't, I'm going to go out there and mess with that weed eater.
Yeah. Well, that would be a good thing. But, I mean, honestly, nobody knows what's going on anymore.
No.
On anything.
No. Everything is so sporadic.
Yeah. And the news cycle today, I think, I can't remember if it started, no, it must have started today because we just got internet back yesterday and I don't think it had groundbreaking, if you want to call it that. The psyop that has been perpetrated on America and the world has just been almost beyond belief.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's one of those, now, this, I very well may piss some people off, and that's okay.
Well, it's better than piss on them.
That's true. This is my opinion. This is what it's not, do your own research. Make up your own mind. Think for yourself. I encourage Grok to think for itself. So I encourage anybody that tunes in and has coffee with us, think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But this thing that we went through with Joe Biden. Oh my God. And it's like for them to come out today, and I think that they had released the interview that, as far as his competency, a 5-year-old could have figured out that the man was not well.
Yeah, very much. I mean, people were talking about his mental capacity when he was president.
Yes.
And now they're wanting to do the thing.
Of the news people going, we didn't know. Bullshit. Bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they perpetuated a lie.
There was question, at least on the right, there was question of his mental capacity. The left was still denying it even then during his presidency.
So, let's face it, some of these people are so far down the rabbit hole. They are so brainwashed that I don't know that there's any hope for them other than a move of God. I don't know. When somebody is that deluded, when they're that level of zealotry, nothing's going to change their mind.
Mm-mm.
They have convinced themselves that they are correct.
Right. There's no hope for them. Seriously.
Yeah.
And I think it's at both a level of brainwashing and genuine stupidity, which if the stupid people are usually easy to brainwash.
Well, you've got to go, and it seems like I did order that one book, and I haven't had a chance to read it because of various and sundry causes. I've got so many books, and just I need the energy and the presence of mind to sit down and read as far as the purpose of propaganda. And it is a form of brainwashing, which is the newer term for witchcraft. It is witchcraft, flat out.
Mm-hmm.
To convince somebody that a lie is truth, that's witchcraft.
It is.
And I've got Walter Cronkite here on the screen. Some of us grew up with this man's face, that he was supposed to be one of the utmost authorities on the news. The news was supposed to, reporters were supposed to go out there and find out what was truly going on and report to the people.
Yeah, but they have become shills at this point.
They always were. They have been for a very long time. These people are actors. It's just a different type of acting than what Hollywood does.
Mm-hmm. Because the genuine people that do genuine reporting and genuine news, they try to shut them up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The shills and actors, all that, try to shut those people down as soon as possible.
Yeah. And I'll tell you somebody that I was, and I'll get back as far as Biden here in just a second, was disappointed with in the past week or so, one of the many rather, James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. Now, when Project Veritas first came out years ago, I mean, they did phenomenal reporting. I mean, this was the one that, hidden camera and microphone and everything like that, getting people to admit to wrongdoing.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the past week or so, and I mean, there was a whole legal thing that his board of directors or whatever kicked him out of the company that he started.
How is that possible?
It's possible. It's possible. And so him trying to, start a new group and everything like that. And it's like, oh, we've got this ground shaking whatever coming up. And he hyped it for days, and then it was a nothing. People's level of trust is so fragile right now. Don't do that shit.
No.
This is not a time for grandstanding. And even as far as, oh, we've gone into Epstein's kitchen. This is what we found. We found this weird picture of a baby. Let me tell you something. Anybody who would actually believe that that was real, do you know how many government people have gone into that place and done whatever they wanted to with it? The only thing that was left there was for more public consumption.
Mm-hmm. It was a show.
Yeah. So has O'Keefe become part of this? I'm not accusing him. I'm asking a question. It's a valid question. It's the same valid question, and Alex Jones asked this today. What the hell happened to Dan Bongino and Kash Patel when they're saying that Jeffrey Epstein did suicide himself? And I'm like, you talk about a what the fuck moment.
Brain suckers?
I have no idea. So it was just incredible. It's incredible to watch this shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we don't know. And everybody's like, oh, everything's a conspiracy theory. I don't know that everything's a conspiracy theory, but when the shit is not making sense on any level, you've got to wonder who is behind the curtain pulling the strings.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's only logical to question that sort of thing, you know?
And it's like any of these people with Biden during the 4 years, and they're like, oh, he's sharp as a tack. The man couldn't walk.
No.
We took care of 90-some-year-old great aunt with dementia. We have seen it firsthand. Millions of Americans have seen similar firsthand.
He couldn't walk. He couldn't even finish a coherent sentence.
Exactly. And then you've got this herd of people around him. Who knows who was really pulling the strings? I mean, I know who I think was pulling the strings. There is a reason no other former president has ever moved a mile from the White House other than Obama. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
Mm-hmm. So there has been this this is not a conspiracy anymore because the facts are there. It's just needing the people with the balls to do whatever needs to be done legally, lawfully. Our leaders have failed us. They are failing us now. So what do we do? That's where I look to people that he'll occasionally watch this stuff. Sean Stryker. And as far as he has these amazing groups that teach people about the Constitution and things that the public can do and what they should do.
Right.
But it has been astounding to sit there, and there will be people that will believe the lies because it's easier than acknowledging the truth that they were deceived.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, truth could smack them up, just smack them up in the face. And they still would be like, that was false! Fake news!
And as far as Biden's diagnosis, that they have decided to come out and, disclose. And then you've got people, oh, well, we've got to take the higher ground. Why? You don't have to have any opinion on it. Just like a lot of these other things, you don't, to somebody say, okay, this person has said that they have stage 4 cancer. Let's look at the facts. This type of cancer, from what the doctors have said, is a very slow-moving cancer. It can take 5 to 7 years. You've got to wonder, all right, why was he not receiving treatment for this condition if the condition is as reported?
Because they want the buzz. They want the attention. They want people to be up in arms. They want people to...
Part of it.
More discourse.
Scott Adams, who was the creator of Dilbert, the cartoon Dilbert, and he got yeeted off of YouTube long ago because he spoke truth. From what I understand, I didn't listen to his show or anything like that, but and he had revealed that he knows how this stuff works because he's terminal. Same thing that they're saying, he's got stage 4 prosthetic cancer that has metastasized to the bones. Yeah, I know this is not a happy cup today. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, there was no room for a joke there.
No, not. But that's the reason
cancer of the butt.
He did not want his last bit, the audience, bemoaning his fate. He's accepted his fate. He has a very healthy attitude, but the fact that he can talk about this supposed condition firsthand.
Yeah. He's at peace with it.
Yes.
Made peace with it.
Yes. But as far as everybody, it's like, oh, well, you've got to feel sorry for this person and stuff like that. Why?
Why would I feel sorry?
No, we're not talking about Scott Adams. I'm talking about Biden.
Yeah. Why would I feel bad for Biden? A man who has literally built his career off of lies, deception, and wrongdoings the majority of his life.
Yeah. I mean, I can sit there and I can pray that he makes things right with God, but his mind is gone. That opportunity may be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. When your mind is like that, I don't know if there is a... God can make a way for all things. He certainly can.
But he also shuts doors.
Yeah.
If we go back and as far as in Exodus, Pharaoh had times that he could have done one thing, and then there were times that his opportunity to do things in the correct way was done. Yeah. And that is a terrifying, truly frightening prospect to think that God's like, okay, I've done everything I can do.
Yeah.
Because we have free will.
We do. We do have free will.
Never assume you have tomorrow. We have today. And today I have coffee slurp.
It's coffee.
But my question
That good
is,
Sumatra.
why now? Why are they revealing this stuff now? Why is the media? And I know that any kind of trust in mainstream media and the things like that has gotten so low. Nobody's watching this stuff. Even as far as a lot of these influencers, people are very quick to point out the ones that are fake.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the influencers, the high up influencers, are about at the same, close to the same level in modernity as celebrities used to be.
Yeah.
And people have been actively rejecting celebrities.
And they are just as subject to being bought as anybody else.
Yeah. And during 2020 and all that, we definitely, a lot of us had our eyes open to who exactly,
Right.
was spewing propaganda, because we all saw them at the Oval Office in that one picture.
Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, the one that I gained, and I don't, of course, I don't TikTok. I don't. It's not my group. It's just not my group. That one young man that they had come at him as like offering him all this money and stuff, and he was throwing a fit. He's like, I told them that is not what I'm about. Don't come to me again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember what his name was. Do you?
No, I don't know, but he should have been like, you could take that money and shove it up your ass.
It's
I
a
ain't
wonder
doing it.
he probably would have done that because he was one of these that he had it.
Yeah.
So there are some people out there that they've not been bought. The ones that have, for whatever reason, joined the forces of darkness, we don't know why. Because this is why there is a form of paralysis that goes on with this, and that it's part of the witchcraft. It is, how dare you come against us or we will make you suffer. Seems like Chuck Schumer was the one that had warned Donald Trump of that. And he was talking about the deep state and how the CIA and the FBI and all these agencies and letters and bullshit, stuff like that, could not only harm people, but make them suffer.
Yeah.
They have no qualms as far as attacking not just the individual, but the individual's family.
Mm-hmm.
These people are worse than, this is the biggest gang in the world.
Mob bosses.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, I think a lot of it is on a global level. But my question is, why now? What is coming that they're deciding to, oh, we were wrong? Bullshit. You knew exactly what you were doing.
I mean, I could say Project Bluebeam, but that.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah, it is possible.
I have no doubt about that.
I don't know how likely, at this moment. I think that's still later down the line.
But even as far as whatever happening to Biden, that wouldn't be a surprise if he dies.
No.
Everybody dies. That wouldn't be that, other than people going, oh yeah, he died.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that some people have got left in them. They have had it. And all these different types of labels as far as fatigue. It's general.
Mm-hmm.
It is a general fatigue. It is a world weariness that's going on right now.
Yes.
That's what I'm observing.
People are absolutely burnt out of all this stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know what's coming down the pike. I have no understanding of it, but it's just
potential martial law.
That was what Leo King had said but he did say that, and that was one of his predictions, that it wouldn't last long.
Yeah. Something else. I don't know if I necessarily want to announce that on there, because I don't know that for a fact. But, could be down the pipeline somewhere. More protests.
Oh yeah,
another potential bioweapon being released.
Yeah, and it is keeping the public in constant fear, misery, depression, lack of trust,
because they want people to give up.
Yes, I think that is part of the witchcraft and the psychological warfare, is to just get people to give up.
Yeah.
That learned helplessness. There's nothing that I can do. The one thing that you can pray. You can always pray.
That is something that nobody can take away from you.
Right. So it was mainly just me asking questions. Why now? What is the story behind the story? And I don't have answers on this. I just, like I said, I observe. It's not by accident. These people don't do anything by accident. And the forces of darkness, do they understand as far as astrology? You better believe it.
They sure do. They sure do understand.
So if you all would like to put your theories and stuff in the comments, I mean, honestly, if you've got theories or understandings, not just, fuckery or whatever.
What if it's an actual alien invasion?
It may be a version of They Live, where somebody develops the glasses to let us see that the aliens have been running the show the whole time.
I mean, shit, we've already seen some of the camera glitches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Possible prosthetics that people have been wearing.
Clones. Yeah.
That's what freaked me out about that video game, was it was the cloning thing that really freaked me out.
Yeah. We have no idea. We have no idea. And the not knowing and the everybody can feel that something huge is about to break, and we don't know what that is.
Yeah. I don't know. Don't know. It's spooky times.
And we're not trying to freak anybody out. We don't do the fear porn thing or any of that stuff. It's just asking questions. As I observe things, and I know that our audience, they observe things too.
Mm-hmm, they do. Smart people.
Yeah. Stupid people do not listen to us. We found that out. It's like it's like, oh, what are they doing? Well, it's like, if you can't grasp it, then you probably don't need to be here. And that's okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the few.
I'm not stupid. I'm just a little bit slow.
Oh, Lord. Just prayers, seriously, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now more than ever. We got people that hadn't prayed in years. Praying now. The people that had gone to Sunday school once when they was a child, they seeing what's going on in the world, and they're going, maybe I need to try this, Christian thing again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of people
try
are
the Christ
waking
thing. Paranormal, supernatural, spooky, perilous times. So, you want to tell where we can be found?
There's hope. There is hope.
Always hope.
We're going to, at the end of the day, seriously, it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
We're going to be okay. No matter what happens.
Yeah.
We're going to be all right.
Yeah. So, it just, this body is just a body.
It's
a vehicle.
A temporary vessel.
It is. And we're told this world is not our home. We're just passing through. It says that we are not of this world.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us are more representative of that than others.
Yeah. Do not function well on this planet.
No, we don't.
Ooh, woo to the ooh. If you like this video, check us out on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Berlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, don't forget to check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Berlanda, COCWS. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good... There's hope!
There's always hope.
Seriously, no matter what shit happens, there is hope.
Yes.
And you can find joy in the midst of all this stuff.
Yes, you can. Dandelions.
Dandelions, arts, crafts.
Yeah.
Go out there and look. When was the last time that you laid in the lawn and looked up at the sky, watched the clouds?
Yeah.
Or looked at the clouds along the tree line?
Well, to know that you are designed, that you were born in the image of God to love, to be loved, that you were created from and by love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep.
You are loved. Always remember that. Always.
Mm-hmm.
Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep, yep.
Bye.
Bye.